welcome to another fork-jabbing episode of Cooking with Keith, the single man's guide to easy meals. This is actually our season finale. This will be the last episode of Cooking with Keith for about 2 or 3 months. I'm going to go on hiatus. I'm going to retool the show, come up with some new ideas, some new recipes, try to just tighten it up all around, and make it a bit of a better show. But for now, we're going to stick to what we've been doing. Today we're going to do a simple stir-fry. To do a stir-fry like this, all you need are the following. And again, we're cooking for the single man, so about half a cup of rice, 1 cup of water to cook the rice in, and a little bit of butter. For vegetables, I've got some asparagus here, a can of mixed vegetables. You could buy fresh vegetables and chop them up. There's green beans, carrots, corn, peas, and it looks like lima beans in here. So you could use some or all of that. Some organic mushrooms, because what is stir fry without mushrooms? Some oil to cook it in. An onion, some onion, not a whole onion, but some onion. Salt, pepper, and a giant fork. You don't need the giant fork to cook with. This is a decoration. If you ever use a giant fork to eat or cook with, you're fucked up in your brain. And you need to go see someone. You want double the water for whatever rice you have. So a half a cup of rice means a cup of water. Right? Of course it does. Give that a little stir there. And then add your butter. That's basically it for the rice. Let it come to a boil, and then reduce the heat down to a little simmer, and then cover. And then let the water cook out and into the rice. And then you'll have a nice big pot of puffy, delicious rice in no time. Alright, my pretty little men and women. We're going to move on to the vegetables now. So I've got a little bit of the olive oil there in the pan, P-A-N. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add those onions and the various other vegetables first, okay? So it's heating up, go ahead. And I've chopped up the onions pretty big. Stir-fry style. That's what I call it, because I'm an idiot. So put the onions in there and some of your mixed vegetables. I'm not going to use this entire can of mixed vegetables. Well, nah, not the whole can. About like that. And you're going to cook this up for about 2 minutes, right? And once it's cooked up for 2 minutes, then you're going to add your asparagus and your mushrooms and cook it for another 4 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's already looking nice. Now obviously fresh vegetables are going to be better, you know, than canned vegetables. And do remember to drain the canned vegetables if that's what you're using. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some of that pepper. Just some. I'll add more later when the other veggies are in there. That's why they call it stir fry. Because while it fries, you stir it. Isn't that witty? I came up with that just now, all by myself. Like a boss. Alright, so that's been around about 2 minutes now. I'm going to add my asparagus. Little asparagus is there. There we go. And my mushrooms. So there's the asparagus, the mushrooms. That's basically our stir fry right there. A lot. Probably put in a little too much asparagus. It's going to be a lot of food for one person. Maybe, you know, you should work on not being single. Maybe if you make this recipe the way I've done it, you should, you know, you should, like, invite a lady over to the house or something. Cook for. So I'm going to add some more pepper at this point, since all the veggies are in there. And I'm going to add some salt, too. Give that a nice little stir. So our veggies have cooked. I did forget to mention that you should cover your veggies for about 3 to 4 minutes. Our rice is ready here, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down a nice little bed of rice first. And I did salt and pepper the rice. I didn't do that on camera, but I did do it while it was cooking. So we lay down our nice little bed of rice here. Guess I'll just end up using all of it. There we go. This is quite a bit of food. Came out to be a bit more than I expected. There we go. So we've got a nice little bed of rice here. There we go. Gonna put a little more salt on the rice, since I didn't use very much salt at all. Then we've got our pan of veggies. Just take your veggies and scoop them out onto the rice, like so. Just however many you want. Yeah. Try to use all this. It's quite a pile of food. Additionally, you could put meat in this if you wanted to. You could do chicken, you could do beef, you could do pork. You could basically put any kind of meat in here that you wanted to. You know, you're limited only by your imagination. Which is true of most things. You're only limited by your imagination. So there we go. Bed of rice, topped with a friggin' huge pile of delicious stir-fry vegetables. So there we go. That's it. That's all there is to it. And there you go. You are now ready to enjoy the delicious stir-fry. Alright, to be honest with you, the Cooking with Keith kitchen and dining room are currently in a state. My garbage disposal fell out of the bottom of my fucking sink. So that's another reason we're going on hiatus. Might also be getting the kitchen remodeled, care of the apartment complex. I did have a last minute thought. I've actually taken some of the delicious Captain Pete's dressing that I like, and I've glazed the top of my stir fry with that. It's very delicious. When it comes to stir fry, you can use any kind of sauce you want. So I'm going to get me a nice little forkful here, if I can manage it. I would like to get that onion. I'd love to get that onion. I'd love it. I'd much rather have the onion than the damn mushroom. Okay, so there's a little bit of everything. We got some corn, carrot, green bean, asparagus, onion, mushroom, rice. Pretty much everything that's in here. It's mighty warm still. Let's see how this tastes. That's good. Now, I actually didn't get very much of the Captain's Pete sauce on there, so it's good without it. I see some right here. Let me get a hold of some of that sauce and see how that is. The sauce doesn't make it, but it's really good. So it's good with or without any kind of sauce. If you don't have the time to make the sauce, you don't have a kind of dressing you want to put on there, it's fine without it. This is a good recipe. It would obviously be better with fresh vegetables, but if all you have is canned stuff, this still turns out pretty damn good. So that's it for this season of Cooking with Keith, Single Man's Guide to Easy Meals. We'll see you in about 2 or 3 months. I will continue to do updates on the lovesickrobot.org website. The exact web address is lovesickrobot.org/theflyingtanglers. I won't be doing the cooking show. I might put up some other videos. It's almost certain there will be some Tangle tunes in the coming months. I will continue putting stuff up. It just won't be the cooking show for a little bit. So anyway, give this recipe a try, and I'll see you in a while here on Cooking with Keith. I hope there's nothing in my teeth. Asparagus has a way.